Welcome to the Wellsprings Health Referral Spotlight Series. This is where we get to speak with some of our referral partners and give you access to get to know them and understand more about what they do. Today, I am with Olga. She is a birth and postpartum doula. She's a childbirth educator, a breastfeeding counselor, and a closing the birth ceremony specialist. But she is also the founder of MotheRetreat, which is a doula referral agency. And she has all the best doulas, knows all the right people, and can fit families with the right support staff for their birth and after. She's a mother of two. She's had both a medicated hospital birth and a home birth. So she really comes in with a lot of personal experience as well as professional experience. Olga, thanks so much for talking to us.
Hi, Leslie. Thank you for having me here. And hi to everyone. I'm happy to share my knowledges and my experience with all of you.
Can you talk a little bit more about your personal background? Because this type of work, working as a doula, it's very particular. I mean, it's quite demanding. What got you into that?
After I gave birth to my first child, I absolutely fell in love with this line of work, with this field, with birth itself. And also, I was struggling quite a bit as a woman in labor without support. I didn't have any professional support from doula and after birth too. And I was overwhelmed and exhausted and sleep deprived, and I was very anxious. So I didn't even had a chance to enjoy my motherhood, my first child, and I felt that it's not right. So I combined this call from the bottom of my heart to improve someone else's experience and to enjoy being a part of new life coming into this world. So this is how I pretty quickly made a decision to become a doula. And I did my training, got my certifications, and I started to work as a birth doula first. And I never stopped. When I was pregnant with my second, I was working till 9 months. And I was 2 months postpartum when I got back to work because I was addicted to birth.
And what led you to start the agency?
Oh, I was not enough already for all families that started to contact me and needed help. So I slowly was building a team, and we grew to doulas of, we are 15 now in our team, and we need more. We need more doulas because our community needs more help, more professional and reliable women who can support them during such a vulnerable and important time of their life.
Like, this is a time when really women need a village, but a lot of us don't have access to that naturally, and so we have to create one. And how might a doula fit into that?
Yes, it does take the village, but nowadays our lifestyle is very different. We migrate a lot, we immigrate a lot. Our families and friends are far from us. However, our needs as humans are still the same. We need help, we need support, we need rest, we need nutritional food, um, and we need professional advices. So this is exactly what professional doula bring to your home when she come and support you after birth. We support families overnight. When doula come to your home overnight, she take care of the newborn and she help mom with breastfeeding session if mom is breastfeeding. If not, doula feed baby herself. And as a result, mother has way more rest and she's more functional during the day. She can bond with her baby. Breastfeeding is her priority now because she's not in the survival mode. Their relationship with her partner is way better. So everybody is enjoying this moment as much as possible. It's not always rainbows and unicorns, but we try to make it as smooth as possible, this transition into parenthood. And daytime doula, when she comes, she also provide a lot of education and emotional support because mother's hormones are up and down, and we provide safe space for all these moments. And we're also mother helpers. Besides of being an expert, when we come to your home, we also an extra hands. We can make nutritional meal for you. We can do meal prep. We can do some light cleaning, dishwashing machine, laundry. We can hold your baby when you want to have a peaceful shower or you want to nap or you need to go and see.
Shower. Don't be crazy. New moms get showers?
Yeah, they even brush their teeth at 5 p.m. But if you have a postpartum doula support, you actually can enjoy your hot coffee in the morning.
And not to go back to, well, I hope you don't mind going back to you personally, but you mentioned that your first experience, which is what led you to become a doula in the first place, was not ideal. If you had had a doula, what difference would that have made for you personally?
Great question. So I was aiming to have unmedicated hospital births, and I wasn't able to achieve it. 100% because I didn't have a doula. I underestimated doula's contribution into experience and the outcome. I knew about doulas. I even interviewed two, but um, I I just didn't do the move. I thought that it's a waste of money. I have my partner, I have my GYN. That kind of mindset I had. And yeah, um I didn't know what was happening during my birth. I didn't know about routine interventions for my baby when my baby was born. Nobody squeezed my hips during contractions. Nobody helped me with positions during labor. Nobody supported me emotionally. My partner was with me, yes, but what man knows during birth? How they don't know how to support the mom. When
Yeah.
doulas with parents, we support both parents and we guide the partner as well. We help partners to feel useful and be helpful, so they could also be a part of the team. So because I didn't have this support, I was not able to achieve the birth that I wanted. And yeah, when postpartum, I already mentioned that I was sleep deprived constantly and tired and anxious. So my second experience was way better. It was completely different. I was a doula myself, pretty experienced by the time, and I hired a doula for myself because during birth, you're just a vulnerable woman. And I achieved the birth that I wanted, and I was able to enjoy my baby way more. I was more chill, more relaxed. I had my hired village because I'm an immigrant. My family also is not uh, from here. I hired my village, and I'm very grateful for all these people who were with me during this time. I hired a postpartum doula to watch my baby when I went to my first birth after I gave birth to my second child. So it's a community, and my I remember how my second she didn't want to take a bottle. She was exclusively breastfed. But I was not worried. I knew that the postpartum doula that I called to take care of her, she would be able to feed her. And she was able to feed her. So yeah, we take care of each other. It's a cascade of care that we provide to each other.
How is what a doula does different than, let's say, a baby nurse? Sometimes people will say, "Well, I just need a baby nurse," but I know that that's different.
Yeah, it's also a very common question. Most people know word night nurse, and the difference in the level of expertise that person bring to your home. Night nurse does not have any certification. Postpartum doula does have certification, and we as a company we also require other um, documents like uh, liability insurance, CPR certification, and we run background check. And we also do our own skill assessment evaluation for every person who join our team. We want to make sure that everybody meets our standard of support that we provide. Because yes, you may have a certificate, but does it mean that you really know what you're doing? So before we see the performance, we never sign up any doula to a family. And night nurse, I'm sure there are great night nurses too, but most of the time, I hear stories from families who reach out to us and telling us almost last minute that their night nurse canceling them. Night nurses don't have contracts. You don't have anybody else to go and complain about night nurse. Um, and they're here only for the baby. They're only taking care of the baby. They are not knowledgeable about breastfeeding. They don't know how to take care of the mom. They don't know the difference in recovery after vaginal birth or after C-section birth. Um, so imagine if you calling postpartum doula to your home. She bring expertise and extra hands, and when you have night nurse, she only bring her hands.
And with you guys, the additional benefit is anyone that comes from you has been trained by you, and there's a standard of care that is above just a regular doula, but something that you set for the company, correct?
Yeah, we recently launched the doula school, and now we train doulas as well. We know exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We know exactly what our families need, and we want to train women to become the doula that we need for our families. And we also provide for doulas who have certifications from other organizations. We also do a few hours hands-on training with our senior doula, so she knows the way we support families. We have our inner documents, the way we operate as a team. Um, and there is a certain way we handle different situations. And of course, the care that we provide also must be in a certain way.
How would you match, so say a mother or a family calls you, how would you match the right family to the right doula in your service?
I'm very involved in my team. I know them very well. And this is why I personally do um, every meeting one on one with each family who is contacting us. We do online virtual meeting, and I learn about this family, and then I see who would be a better fit for this particular family among available doulas.
Mm. Do you work with families that have more than one kid in the house? Can the doula help with other children, or is that outside of their scope?
Absolutely, yes. And this is very common request because parents' concern is that they're not present for their oldest kid when they're having a newborn. And yes, doulas can help with all the kids if mom needs doula to help to feed the oldest before they go to preschool or daycare. Doula absolutely can help with that, and she can put oldest child to sleep. Whatever is the priority. We're here for the mom. If we need to take care of the baby, we will take care of the baby. If we need to take care of the mom, we take care of the mom. If we need to take care of the oldest, we take care of the oldest.
And how do you work with, or do you work with other specialties? So I know you can work in the hospital or also in the home. So I take it to mean you work with obstetricians as well as midwives.
Yeah, we work with everybody. For us, it doesn't matter where women decide to give birth. 99% of our families are hospital patients, but we do have moms who give birth in birthing center and home birth. And we also are recommended by our local medical providers, doctors or midwives or other specialists. Um, and we are the first who would probably see the problem after mom gave birth because we're here with her. We come to her house and we refer them out to specialists if the family needs to see the specialist. If we see that baby needs to be seen by a chiropractor, we can give a referral. If mother is struggling with pelvic floor issues, we give mom a referral. If mom needs to see a psychologist, we also give a referral. Depends on the situation.
Hmm. And then let's say a mother is interested in working with a doula. She's setting up a birth plan. Say she has her team. So she has her obstetrician, she has a lactation consultant on standby. What is something that you would recommend that she do to plan to prepare herself or support herself postpartum in addition to having a doula?
Hmm. Well, the foundation is rest. This is number one thing. And if she already has a postpartum overnight doula, she already solved a ton of issues that could come. Uh, the second one is nutritional meal that so she needs to discuss with her family who will take care of this part and other household choices. So communication with other members definitely help and manage expectations. Who will be responsible for every part of it? Other than this, I would probably work with her mindset to take it slow. It's an art to sit still, give yourself time to heal and take it easy, not be putting pressure on yourself. I think we as a society struggling with this big time, but this is exactly the key for the recovering and healing after having a child. The more support you have, the more help you have, the more comfortable you feel, and the easier is your uh, time. So take as much help as you can, but it must be a peaceful help, not stressful help. Sometimes we have family members who only can stress us out.
Yeah, that's true. Are they having family that's coming in to help out, and now they have a house full of people to entertain, and
Exactly.
everyone just wants to hold the baby and no one's taking care of
Right.
mom.
Right. So you need to be mindful who will be coming to your home and what's their purpose. You also can sign up for a meal prep company that deliver food, and that's how you also can make sure that you are well fed. It's another tip how to make your life easier.
How long do people usually keep so you have a birth doula who will be with you for your labor and your delivery, and then how long on average do you see families working with a postpartum doula if they take one?
On average, it's 2 months. As we know, medical postpartum is 6 weeks. Um, and most families choose to have 2 months of support with 5 to 7 nights a week. And if they don't have any family member to help them, they also add daytime help. We had families who stick to us for 9 months, 6 months. We had families who only were able to have 2 weeks of support. So it really depends on the family, of their priority, and how much are they willing to invest in their postpartum uh,
Yeah, and
period.
that makes sense. You do what you can and you put your resources where you
Yeah,
can and where your
exactly.
priorities are.
That's why it's better to prepare way before for having a baby and for your postpartum, and really put aside some amount of money that you want to invest in your mental and physical well-being.
Mhm. I I feel like once the baby comes, all of the good plans go out the window and all of our good intentions to take care of our physical and mental well-being also go straight out the window and our everyone's focus goes onto the baby. But I suppose if you've set that up in advance and you have someone in place facilitating that for you, you don't have to work so hard to make sure it happens, that there's somebody else making sure it happens.
It's a big difference. It's a game changer for sure. Because we know as doulas, we trained, we have experience, we know mother's needs, we know the reality, and we know her deep desire to be seen and to be taken care of too. Because you're right, everything is around baby, not her anymore. You kind of lose yourself for a good amount of time uh, because the center is your baby. So we're trying to balance it out.
Mhm. It's really nice, it's beautiful, and women who can access your service are very lucky. That's how I met you, just in case anybody's wondering, how do we know each other? I met
Yeah.
Olga because she helped me postpartum, and it was a game changer, and, we had some challenge, and it was I don't know what we would have done if we didn't have that help because we were creating a village to a certain extent. So I know personally, I really appreciate it, and that's why I've always been so interested, and I've been a big proponent of if you can having a doula either with you during the delivery or certainly afterwards. Yeah.
Thank you for your kind words. I was honored to be a part of your journey and see your family growing, and still
Still,
to see your son around. It's so nice that we stay connected.
yeah, it really is, you talk about having a community within the doulas, but I feel like you never forget the people who helped you during that time, and we've managed to stay in touch, which has really been a wonderful gift.
That's exactly also why I started this career, because I wanted to do something so meaningful that people would remember how I made their experience better, how I changed the experience. So I really wanted to do something that changes people's life. That was my first call, my motivation, why I started. Um, Besides that, I was struggling myself with this experience. It's a very rewarding profession, very rewarding. Every doula that is in our team feels the same. We bond very special connection with each family that we work with, and we're very honored and grateful that they choose us, that they trust us. It's the most important time and most important thing in your life that you trust us with.
And what you guys do is absolutely a calling. It's you've got to be a very special person and be absolutely committed to it.
For sure, and this is why it's so hard to find a professional doula, because it's not an easy profession. You really have to be dedicated, um, and it's not for everyone. The schedule is all over the place. You never know when mother give birth. You never know when family would be discharged. What gonna happen next. So you have to be comfortable working with unknown, and you have to have this very solid mental state.
To keep everybody else sane in the household because they're going nuts with the new baby.
For sure. Yeah,
Olga, thank you very much. What I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, is put links to your business in the notes. And then I assume on your website, there's a form where people can reach out to you if they're interested in working with you or in hiring one of your doulas.
absolutely. Yes, Leslie. And thank you very much for adding link to this video. And I would be happy to meet and talk with anybody who is interested in making their experience better.
Awesome. Thanks, Olga.
Bye, Leslie.